Okay.
If we pull anything good out of it, we might use it. Um, cool. So bring us up to speed, man. Like, what's really good right now?
So I have pretty much my whole course done except the videos. The only reason I haven't done the videos is because I don't know if you guys can tell on the video right now, but I got a cut on my eyeball. So one of my eyeballs looks like it's bleeding right now, and I didn't really want my videos to look like that. So I've been kind of doing audio assignments with all the people in my course weekly for the past 2 weeks.
Nice.
I gave myself another week for my eye to heal so I can just record the videos. And in about a week and a half, I'm going to launch. It's going to be on a Tuesday.
Cool.
So that's good to go. And since I posted on the group last, I got 2 more people signed up for the course. So that's 13.
Dude, you have like just carte blanche in a group like where they just let you post whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. That's yeah. So if you can find those groups, that's sweet. Um, I would. Who
Do you have
was?
your own group or is it someone else's group?
No, I don't even have my own group.
Sorry,
Cool.
that could be a thing. Uh,
Yeah, I just belong to a ton of like recovery groups, and that's been where I've been pretty much picking everybody up so far.
yeah.
Um, and it's just been pretty much you know, under other people's posts, posting stuff that's been catching people's attention, and then doing my own posts, and then starting conversations with people.
It's amazing. I'm so happy for you, with you.
I think I'm lucky with the people I work with that it's just like it happens to be people where there's a lot of groups out there that I can get into and find those people. Um, the downside of it is, I think I'm kind of limited in how much I'll be able to go up to charge because they don't have. I mean, I'm doing good so far with how much I can charge, but I don't know how much I'll really be able to get up to. Like, they're not like business owners or anything, but they have their life enough, together enough that they can pay. Um,
I think really, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean
No,
to
you go.
interrupt you, but like having the leverage where you can bring more on. I think your price point, and then maybe like down the road a bit, like a larger upsell from that. What were you gonna say?
Something similar in the sense that I mean, you could probably be comfortable at like 2 to 3 thousand. Um, maybe three is like a start is like a kind of a cap at the. But if you put in 10 of those a month, you're at $30,000,
yeah,
right?
yeah, and that I'd be happy with that. I
Yeah,
mean, that would average out to 5 figures a week. So
yeah,
that that I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right now I'm at two, for the course.
yeah.
So I went from 500 to 1 to 2. So
Sweet. So let's kind of talk about. We're gonna like kind of just assess your situation. I'm just curious because we don't. I know you're super busy and you got your job and everything, so you haven't like been on the. So where have you gone through all the modules in the course and like what have you? I guess we'll get to that. Let's just start assessing the situation. Um,
We're gonna go through our
yeah, our
quantum
module.
impact model with you, and we're gonna kind of break down everything that we've gone through in the course, see where you started, and see where you are now. And
Okay.
does that work? Do you
Yeah.
want? Yeah. Good. So we're gonna hook up my favorite toy here, because really I just like to sit around and draw. Chad's a smart one. That's not true, by the way. I'm the silent genius in the back and give credit to everybody else.
It's coming. We'll pause. All right, let's share the screen. Can you see the screen?
Yep.
Cool. All right. So have you seen this yet? Because I think you came in like before we were really using this.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Okay. So
Actually, I think I did. I think I clicked on a link at some point and did see that. I just
let's go through
looked familiar, but
Cool.
it wasn't something I really went. I don't remember like going through it. I just remember seeing it at some point.
Gotcha. All right. Well, let's go through it.
So basically the gist of it is everybody wants, or at least our clients, what they really want is abundance, right? And the way we define abundance is having freedom, having money, and having impact, right?
Right.
Really, this is like the heart of what everyone that we work with, I'm sure you, us, everyone else that's in the case study right now, that's really the heart of what it is that they're doing and why they're doing it, is to have that more freedom, more money, and more impact. And in order to have more freedom, money, and impact, it really takes the three things of being able to attract clients, to be able to enroll clients. And when we say transform, we mean a multitude of things, that you're able to transform your mind, transform your systems and leverage that you have in your business. And really those two, between being able to get through, not letting anything stop you, and be able to leverage the power of systems and be a master of your time. When you can do those things, then you ultimately have all abundance, right?
Right.
So what we did is we broke it down even further of what that attract piece really looks like. And really in order to attract people to you, it takes these three things. It takes your messaging, it takes creating your tribe, and like the content that you're putting out there. So we want to kind of assess like where you were. We're going to just go through all of these, where you were before you started working with us and where you feel like you're at now on like a scale of 1 to 10, we'll say.
Okay.
So when you first got started with us, like you messaging, where were you on a 1 to 10 scale from like when we first got started? Were you on your messaging to attract your perfect people?
I'd say probably a 2, because I had everything in my head but had zero action. So I had ideas, but like you guys say, the best kept secret is still a secret. So there was, I had the knowledge, I had a message, but it wasn't out there. So maybe even a 1, because what I had was not put into action at all.
Totally. So you had some ideas and messaging, but you never really it never came out. So you don't even know if it would have connected with your people because you didn't have any action related to it. So where do you feel you are now with your messaging and attracting your clients?
I'd say probably as far as probably like a 6.
Okay, cool. Now tribe. Let's go. So when you first get started with us, did you have like a group of people that were around you, that were following you, that were consuming your content and basically going through your stuff and then kind of coming to you from there? On a 0 to 10 scale, how was your tribe when you first got started?
Say probably at about 3.
Cool. And where do you feel like you are now with your tribe?
7.
Cool. Now, content-wise, like a 0 to 10 scale, where do you feel like, so this is really your FEI content, like when somebody watches your content, they either reach out to you or it overcomes their objection or it's getting their, it's pulling people in. with your content on a 0 to 10 scale, where do you feel like you were?
I mean, I had good content. I just didn't know how to use it. So probably a 4 because I did have some good stuff.
Mm-hmm. And where do you feel you are now?
8.
Nice.
Very cool.
Cool. And so when you first started this program, where do you feel you were with your signature program and really having a something
Like a
that set
solid
yourself,
offer.
solid offer and something that could like set yourself apart from the competition? Even if there is, I don't know, is there a competition?
Probably a 1 because I didn't really have the direction. Like I knew where my skills lied, but I didn't really know what direction to go in or exactly like who I could apply that with so that, I could be effective and help people.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. So conversations.
Wait, where do you feel like
Oh
you
yeah,
are now?
sorry.
I mean, it has yet to launch, but I'd say probably about an 8 too. I haven't really seen anything like it. I mean, there's a lot of things that are on a similar idea, but not but very different at the same time.
Sure.
Cool. Now, conversations, being able to qualify people and basically pre-screen them before you even get on a call with them. How do you feel like a 0 to 10 scale, or how did you feel before you started this program?
0.
Yeah. And where do you feel now?
6.
Sweet. And I'm just curious because, like, I'm really, really curious, and I'm just going to kind of pause on this aspect because I want to know this. Like, what gave you the, like, I feel like you were just off to the races and didn't really quite, and I don't even know how much you've gotten through the course, and that's cool. But, like, what gave you the permission or the like, go? Like, okay, it's time to go, and I'm ready. And, like, I'm just curious on, like, what really triggered you.
Really, just kind of investing gave me a sense of urgency. I didn't really feel like I had I didn't really give myself a choice. Like, yeah. I had to do something, and after that, it was just kind of momentum, I think.
Nice.
Because once you get started, it's like you're already, I don't know, I feel like once I had, like, some skin in the game, I kind of had to roll with it.
Yeah, totally. We always say, like, the program starts when you make your first payment.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
That's awesome. Okay, so client conversations. How, on a 0 to 10 scale, how do you feel like you were when you first got started at turning, people that have no clue, they've maybe had a conversation with you, but, like, you're on a call with them and turning them into a client?
1.
And
Yeah.
what do you feel now?
5.
5? Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm just curious on your, have you kept track of, like, where you are in your closing percentage?
It's about 50%. It's averaged out to about 50.
So is that 50 from, okay, because you do a 2-call close, right?
Yep.
Man, I'd like to have you maybe, and this is something we can talk but, like, maybe at one point in time come in and teach the other quantity QI or the case study people how you're doing the 2-call thing. But we'll talk about that and see if that's something we want to do. But
Okay.
just kind of drop that.
Throwing out into the realm of possibilities.
Yeah. And then, so Time Ninja. How on a 0 to 10 scale, how do you feel with being able to manage your time before you started this program?
1.
1. And where do you feel like you are now?
Probably a 4. I still have a lot of trouble with time management, and a lot of that is just related to kind of where I'm at in life right now.
You got a lot of shit.
What's been going on at my at my work and stuff.
Totally. So I saw a post, and this is just kind of related to your thing, like your current situation is somebody said they don't recommend their coaching clients walk away from their job until they have at least 3 months of like living expenses like in the bank. But
Right.
I think maybe even 6 months might be a good place for you to be before you decide to kind of walk away from that, if you even want to.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, I need to have a really solid foundation, especially like because starting this, I have like a lot of debt and medical bills, so like I need to have really, really solid financial footing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, understood.
All right, so breakthrough. On a 0 to 10 scale, like how did you feel like things were stopping you? I mean, you didn't really have a business at the time, but like maybe even just in life. Like how often do you feel stopped or slowed down by mindset stuff?
I mean, at the very beginning, I was always stopped because I had several times where I wanted to start and just kind of stopped myself for various reasons.
Yep.
So, I mean, I was kind of at the very bottom. I mean, I was just stuck. Now it's like I don't really know how I'd put it, but it's at the point where I really don't let anything hold me back. Like they could just keep going. So I think it's been like a total breakthrough.
Nice.
10.
So, and that's awesome. So you went from a
What would you say in the beginning?
1.
It's amazing.
That's awesome. So, and then leverage, right? And I know you haven't really got too much into, and we don't really even get too much into this program, into like systems and follow up and that type of stuff, funnels. But like when you first got started, where do you say you were with leverage?
I mean, I didn't have any because I didn't really have any experience to speak of.
Yeah. And you have a Calendly link now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So that gives you a little bit of leverage.
You have a group?
He doesn't have a group.
No, like a group program.
Oh, you have a group program, so that gives you leverage.
Yep.
No funnels yet, right?
Right.
Do you have a survey? Did you set up a survey?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that gives you some leverage.
Yep.
So where on a 0 to 10 scale would you say you are on leverage?
I would say probably a 7 because I have it, but like what would really help that, and it's something that'll come, is testimonials.
Mm-hmm. Cool. That's actually something that you could do. You have people that you work with on a daily basis that are in rehab that you've been working with?
Oh yeah, lots of them.
Would they give you like testimonials? Are you even allowed to do that?
No, I'm not allowed to. That's the problem, because I was thinking of that.
I was like, dude, I would just have them.
Well, you have a good solid base of clients now that you can start getting those testimonials as you start coaching them through.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, as time, as I that's something I feel like will, also just come with time, because the more clients I get and the longer I work with them, the more people can vouch for it and say that they got results.
Well,
And ask for them too.
Yeah.
Right. Sometimes people are like, "Man, you really helped me," and unless you ask, then they just don't even think to go do it.
Yeah,
So.
we interviewed you like 2 weeks into your program,
Right.
right? Because we know that you are getting results, right? As soon as your people, even if they're the smallest results, right? Just get them to write it down, because it's going to sell them that they're getting benefits from the program, and then you can use them to get new clients.
Right.
Any breakthrough
Right.
testimonial.
And that's huge.
Exactly.
For sure. So before we started all this, and just like on a quantitative number so we can actually see progress, that's why we say give the numbers there. So before you got started with everything combined, I believe it's a 90 possible, was a 13. And after going through it, we just had it here, the 61. So huge, massive, like really want to honor you for all of the work that you've done, because I know that it's taken a lot, not just going out there and talking to people, but it's taken a lot inside and out, right, with everything that you're going through. And I think it's absolutely incredible. And where we want you to be is a 90. We want you to be, we want you to have the leverage. We want you to have your messaging so down when people see you, they're like, oh my gosh, yes, this is the person that I need. We want those to be like straight 10s all the way across the board. That's what
absolutely.
Our stand is for you.
Could you go? Okay, so for a year from now, you want to be because that was the kind of the goal before, was to be like out of coaching or out of your job in a year, essentially.
Yes.
Okay. And you want to be able to do a combination of your course and coaching, and then also have one-on-ones.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. And so what else? Like, so how much do you want to be making on a monthly to get there? Like, to be able to walk away from your job?
Honestly, anything that could, and this would be pretty easily attainable, I think, once I have momentum, anything that could bring me to a consistent 6 figures a year or above would leave me the freedom to leave my job.
Okay.
But I need that consistently. Like, I'd need a consistent enough following to do that, because that would be 2.5 times what I make now.
Mm-hmm.
And it would free up 40 hours a week, 40 plus hours a week that I don't have right now.
Yeah.
And at my job now, it's like sometimes I'm wearing three different hats, because this happens and this happens, whatever, and I get stretched really thin before I even am working on coaching. So
Yes.
if I could just say 100,000 a year and have that 40 plus hours free, I would be totally happy with that, because if I had that would allow me to pretty much have no glass ceiling over me. I could take that and run with it.
Got it. So you're going to take some notes here. So 6 figures. So money wise, so it's 6 figures. Yeah, we've just run this like a strategy call. What would having 6 figures on a regular basis allow you to do that you can't do now?
Well, first of all, it would allow me to pay off all my debts and put me in a better space. And when I'm in a better space, I can be much more helpful to people. It would allow me to put all my time into coaching, which would allow me to be much more helpful. I mean, I could continue to educate myself, and when I can do that, the more I can educate myself, the more content I can put out there. Because as far as the knowledge I have now, it's a combination of personal experience and just things I've learned over the year doing what I am doing. But I'm kind of, I want to say, I don't want to say I'm stagnant, but I'm kind of limited on how much more I can learn doing what I do. If I had that free time to just put into coaching, there'd be a lot more that I could learn. And as I learn, I could grow.
Yep.
And like I said, if I could get to, 100, then I think I would be freed up to get up to like 250 next.
Yeah.
And it would also allow me to enjoy more time with my, with my son and my girlfriend, loved ones, because I'd be able to schedule things, I'd be able to schedule them. I wouldn't be under a company's watch saying this is when you do it. I could schedule what times to do calls with clients and stuff. So it would just improve the quality of my life overall as well. And, ultimately that's my goal, is personal and financial freedom and doing what I love. So at that point, and having impact. And, if I had that consistent, reliable income, that would give me the means to have all of those.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. So freedom to spend more time with your son and your girlfriend, being able to reinvest back into yourself so then you can make more impact with your clients. And does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's look at marketing wise. Like what would you like to see your marketing look like in the sense of like leads coming in and new clients coming in, and that process for follow up, and like I don't know if you've had a chance to see any of our. I mean, you went through our one challenge, our launch your course challenge, so you kind of understand what we do with funnels and automation.
Yeah.
So what do you see, what would you like to see your business look like with automation and systems?
I basically kind of want it to be like set up the same way you guys is, because it's really easy to navigate, and it's really, I don't know. I just feel like it's something that you kind of get like immediately get yourself immersed into. You know what I mean? Having the overall group, and then the closed group for people who join, and then having the funnel, where you get signed up, you get into the modules, and then everything's just there at your disposal. I just want to have something that's easy to access, and there's like a the general group where you can kind of get your feet wet, see what it is, and then the closed one where you're in it, and then the opportunity to just be all in.
Yeah.
And that's and that's when it became important for me, because then then you're invested.
Yeah.
And that's where I want mine to basically be at. And it's and it's good for someone like me, because it's cost effective when you're starting. It's not, I'm not paying a ton of money for advertising, or
Is that something that you would like to get into, is paid ads and being able to get people coming to you that you don't know who they are, and they've looked at a bunch of your stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So
I even have an idea. I mean, I already have a thing, like how you guys have the quantum impact. I already have, because there's the first module in my course is called If Nobody Told You, and it's a welcome to, the course, and it's something that I've always kind of done in the recovery community that people have always liked, is just kind of reassuring people of their worth. And if nobody told you they love you today, I do. And that was going to be kind of like how you guys have like the Quantum Impact t-shirts and stuff. Like that was something I eventually wanted to do as well. And that, that's kind of a form of promotion too.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. And so having, shirts and maybe write a book at one point.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a goal.
Cool. So writing a book.
I would love to, I would love to write a book.
Yeah, books are great lead magnets too, right? You don't have to write the book; you can write a book.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. So having paid ads go out and attract clients, so you're not having to, groups are great, and if you can get them to come to you from other ways, then that's cool too, right?
Yeah.
Having automation follow up with them, like emails like ours that go out automatically.
Yeah.
And what about, have you chatbots? You're on our chatbot list, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So chatbots, learning how to use sales funnels, and then you mentioned the membership site so that they can log in and have all that.
Yeah, and that's actually one of the things I'm working on now, to get my course launched.
Sweet.
Jeff had sent me, the links to get all that set up. So
cool.
That's one of my, immediate goals.
All right. So time-wise, how many hours a week would you ideally be working your business and not have to go to the job?
Like if I were doing this just full time, like to, honestly, I would happily work the same amount of time I work now at my job. I would work like a full-time schedule as far as hours, because that's what I'm used to. And I feel like that, I would dedicate that much time or even more if I had to. I would work on it 40 to 50 hours a week for the, for the sake of building my brand and the financial gain from it, because, obviously, not going to lie, that's a huge part of it.
Yeah.
I would work at least, a full-time amount of hours and then some, until I can, get settled in and have, a good system in place.
Cool. So right now, how many clients you got?
Total, I have, I have 13 for the course, 17, I believe, off the top of my head.
And so 17. And so how much, if say averagely speaking, you're at $2,000, so to get 100,000 divided by 2,000, you need 500 clients. Oh, 200, you're right. 50 clients to get to 100,000.
Yeah.
Cool. At 2,000 each. So really, so your goal is to get 50 clients in the next, in the next 12 months, right?
Yeah.
The way you're going, dude, you're going to get that in the next 90 days.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
So
that's kind of the path you're on. You're going to keep that momentum going.
Yeah. So 50. Cool. And really you want to get to the 250, which is times.
So really like
125. So 125 clients would get you to $250,000.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. Awesome. And, so right now you're launching your program. What are you calling it?
Oh, if nobody told you today.
Oh, sweet. Um, Perfect. And so you're wanting to create like longer programs, maybe more in-depth stuff, different stuff. Um, so that's obviously something that you're looking to do vision-wise. Cool. So you want to recap all that?
Cool. So really what you're out to do is make 6 figures and double the income of what you're already making. As far
Almost
as
three
the
times.
income.
Almost 3 times what he's making now.
Got it. Sorry. I thought you said double. Almost 3 times what you're making now. Be able to make the 250K mark really would be ideal for you. As far as the marketing and the lead gen side of things, you really want to get it set up like ours, where it's really easy to navigate for people. That you have your open group and then also your pink group, and you're bringing them through a process so they're getting to know you before you ever get on the phone with them. Eventually, you'd like to have the shirts, the books, have chatbots set up, and the whole system set up so you can stretch everything better. As far as hours, you don't mind working, you'd be happy to work 40 to 50 hours a week, whatever that's going to look like, so you can have the freedom and be able to reinvest back into yourself and be able to fit, as long as you can create your schedule so you have time with your clients, you have time with your girlfriend, you have time with your kiddo, and everything is balanced in the way on your terms.
Yeah.
As far as clients, 50 or more will get you to that 6-figure 100K mark. In order to get to that 250, it would be about 125 clients through this next year, would be ideal for you. And your program is called If Nobody Told You Today. And ideally, we want to get as much people into that program, and then also maybe have higher end, like high ticket program on the other side of that, where get more of your stuff out that way. Anything else?
I mean, ultimately, because the way I get people signed up for one-on-ones now is because the course is 8 weeks, so I pretty much charge them 1.5 times for that same amount of time in just individual coaching. I'd like to get to a point, I think it would take a little time for me to get people to do this, but I'd like to get to a point where I could get them to, like I've heard of people getting people signed up for like a high ticket, like year contract where, there's a lot of work that goes into it and there's like a lot of one-on-one work and stuff, but just having like a long-term program with someone where it's high ticket and really beneficial for them and profitable, and just that's something, it's a package that I can offer people.
Yeah.
Yup.
Cool.
All right, cool. So let's take a look at where you're at right now. How much have you made how much are you averaging on a month right now?
The past month it was 10.
Oh yeah, dude, congrats. So I think really, man, you got to shoot for that 250 because you're already going to hit the 6 figures if you just stay consistent.
Yeah.
You cool with that?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right. What is 250 going to do that 100,000 couldn't do?
250 would allow me, it would everything. Everything.
I don't know everything how.
The freedom in life, the financial freedom, the freedom with my family, everything, doing what I love on my terms, just the life that anybody would want. I could, actually take like vacations with my family and just do wonderful things for them. And that's kind of what's most important to me. I'd be able to do that, and work wouldn't really be like work.
Totally.
I mean, I love working with people, and I love helping out with the type of things I help out with, but doing it, within a company it's still work. It's still 9-to-5 job.
Yeah. Cool. So marketing lead gen right now is pretty much all you going out into groups and qualifying and booking calls, right?
Yep.
Got it. So kind of the gap there. So really, you need to be at like 25,000 per month. Right now, you're at about 10,000. At least that's what you've done in the last month. So there's like a 15,000 a month kind of gap there. And as far as the marketing lead gen, I see that as kind of the even bigger gap. There's no sales funnels, no follow-up series, no chatbots, no webinars, no automated stuff, right? I think that's going to open you up to have a lot more freedom. So as of right now, like you said, you're just kind of hustling in groups, which is great, and you're making it work, and it's awesome. And the other thing with leverage and marketing is really maybe even having somebody go out there and make posts for you in these groups, so and start attracting clients that way. Having like a team that's doing that for you. So hours right now, you're working 40 to 50 hours with your job, but then you're also how many hours do you think you work in your coaching?
I'd say about 10.
10? Wow, that's awesome. You're doing that in 10 hours a week. $10,000 a month in 10 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty awesome.
Dude, that's cool.
But I mean, it's also, my postings and stuff. A lot of that is done when I'm at work, taking lunch and stuff. So
Sure.
a lot of that is what allows me to, do that.
Totally. All right, cool. And so right now you have 17 clients. You're going to need, to get to 25,000, you need to get out to at least 12 clients. 12, yeah, we'll call it 13 clients a month.
Yeah.
Cool. So, scalable program. So right now you got your 8-week program, but ultimately you really want to get up to having a 12-month program that's going to make a longer program, higher ticket, make even more money on it, make a bigger impact with your clients, longer term, working with them. Cool. So help with like how to make that happen and putting that together. That's so so right now you have an 8-week program.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So just kind of recap of what I heard. Currently, like last month you made $10K a month. High five. That's amazing. You're like first month in coaching is just, you blow me away, truly. Really, your marketing, what that looks like now is going into groups and getting clients that way. You're working about 10 hours a week, which is incredible. You have 17 clients. Ideally, to make that consistent, we would need about like 13 per month. And as far as your scalable programs, you have an 8-week program, and then you're also doing one-on-one. How long is your one-on-one program? Is it
8 weeks?
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. So you have an 8-week program for group, and then also one-on-one. Cool. Anything else?
No.
Cool. So what is really keeping you from setting up the automation, or excuse me, what's really keeping you from getting to 250K a year?
Honestly, at this moment, it's mostly just been time. Because I'm just spread really, really thin on time right now.
Mm-hmm. So time management and creating systems that's going to work for you?
Yes.
Got it. So what's keeping you from really setting up the automation, the funnels, the things that are going to be working kind of while you're working,
I mean, that's really the thing that has just been like time, because I've been so focused on getting people, know, and that's what I spent all my time on. Like I said, just stuff that's been going on at my job is just like these past couple of weeks, it's been a struggle to even do what I've done.
Yeah.
So it's been an issue of time for me.
Gotcha, man.
Really, it's just
So time, really like time to
Everything.
focus on the automation and set all that up. So what's the real, like, because right now you're making, you know, 2,500 with your job. Why do you need to make, you know, six figures to replace your job? And why, you know, yeah.
Just because, I mean, my job is like guaranteed income, like even if it's not much, it's guaranteed, and it's what my health insurance is through.
Mhm.
And I have a lot of debt that I just need to make sure that I have the consistency to pay off before I can make a jump. And I just really want to make sure I have a solid footing
Gotcha.
before I do that. I don't want to make a decision, and like I want to absolutely make sure that I don't make a decision and then say that I should have waited.
Yeah. How much debt do you have? I'm just curious.
How much? What?
How much debt do you have?
Over 20,000.
Okay. Got it. So,
Well,
cool.
plus my truck, so 50,000.
50,000?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. And so that's another thing. You'll be, when you get to, you know, 250K, you'll be able to pay off all that debt.
Yeah.
excuse me, guys. Sorry.
Cool. So, so really just kind of having the income stream up enough and have it consistent where you're confident in being able to quit your job.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And really, so if you do $10,000 a month, for how many months do you need to do it to like really feel confident enough?
6.
6? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So, all right, cool. And so, she lost my cheat sheet. Do you want our help to get to that 250K?
I mean, of course, that's why I had signed up.
Totally. So just so you know where you're at, I think you have about a week left in the program.
Yeah.
So, so like this is like the time where we basically go, where are you? Where do you want to go? And do you want our help to maybe like long term work with each other on getting you there?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool. So, so kind of like you were talking about creating a year program. We have created a year program. I don't know. Did we talk to? I forget if we brought up quantum impact in our first call, or we just went straight to the case study. But so basically, it's a 12-month program, and essentially what we do, we work way more on the automation and the systems and the paid ads. And we're way more like hands-on because it's a smaller group. And yeah, so I guess we've been asking a lot of questions to you. What questions do you have for us about that?
Basically the thing I wanted to know was like, just taking like, and I'm still, you know.
We're here. I'm just coming in.
And I'm still like on the last section of the trainings was that like with a week left in the course, like once the course is done, like are you still in the group and can you still ask questions?
Yeah, so basically you'll be in the case study and you can ask questions in the group, and you just basically anybody that they won't get access to the like, well, Jeff, right? Like we're not going to be booking calls, or Holly's been booking calls or any of that stuff. That's for people that are in the program. But you know, if you stay, you know, awesome, you know, we can help as much as we can through the group. But you know, it's really for you know, people that are you just got in, or really kind of basically if you move up to quantum impact, then we work with you on even a deeper level.
Okay. Gotcha.
Cool. So do you want to hear about QI?
I actually got to run at this point because I got my kid and I only got someone to watch him for an hour.
Got
it. Okay. Do you want to talk about that at another time?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's I'll shoot you a calendar and we'll talk about that and see if it's a good fit.
Okay.
Cool, man.
Sounds good.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Keep rocking it. Talk soon.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
And you're up to, so it's last time you checked you were at 17. So now how much you at now? 21?
Yeah.
Great job,
2
man.
more people, 2,000 apiece, 21.
Great job.
Thanks.
I appreciate you, man.